What's up, people? Ooh.
Some wire.
Whoa. Hold on a second. Sorry, got to get my phone straight. I'm not used to shooting with this. That is a clear picture, though.
It is.
So, we're on the McKay Trail, and we're headed to the natural well. But this is just such a gorgeous spot.
I know, I'm here.
I mean, there's the cliff facing there, right? And then we actually started way up there. Like way up there. So I keep looking at like there instead of like the lens, so it looks like I'm talking to you. I'm sorry. But yeah, this has actually been fun. I'm just gonna keep looking off to the left like you're nothing important. I am sorry. Anyway, we're gonna go back to hiking.
You're important to me.
And he's trying to talk to you and not even looking at the right lens.
No, I just wanted him to hear.
No.
I did. I
don't even know if they can hear me. I'm covering the mic. Sorry. Look at the lens. Focus. I'm bad at this vlog thing, I swear. Anyway, back to hiking. Hey, so we haven't quite made it to the well yet, but we did make it somewhere really pretty, so we had to stop. And we're following this water, basically, I believe, to the well we're looking for. But we heard the water running and just had to stop. It was like we could hear the waterfall, and we were like, oh my God, we have to find this.
Well, to be fair, we heard it underground first.
Yeah, we heard it. You could hear the water running through the ground up the hill before we got here. And then once we got here, we were like, oh my God, and had like a spasm attack. That's how you know we're outdoorsmen. We like hiking, so we saw something. We're like, oh my God, it's water. Not that we're thirsty, it was
just water.
It's
but
just
we're just sitting here like.
It's just beautiful to see like the nature and just how things happen. To hear it running underground through like the rocks and everything else, underneath of all the brush and trees.
Well, then you also have what you said earlier, because you can see the roots that have grown from the moss on the rocks.
Yeah, you can see the root patterns, and it's just, there's something so brilliant and pretty about nature that it's one of those things that every time you see it, it's always amazing. I don't care how many times I've seen it. It's always just awesome.
I'm just saying, we just need to go to Japan.
Hopefully we're going to have a lot of adventures, a lot of hiking and shit. But now we're going to try to get to the well. We got a little bit more hiking to go, and I think we played around with this water enough.
We'll see you again probably if we find something.
Do you hear that? Can you hear that? It's the sound of absolute silence.
Except for that crow in the background.
Oh yeah, there's like a bird chirping. We're waiting. We've taken a little bit of a rest break, but we've hiked all of that down that mountain basically into the ravine, and we've hiked back up, and now we have to scale around that to get to the well. So it's really, I couldn't capture it in time because he was like there and then gone, but we even had where we had just hiked up the trail, we had a buck. It wasn't a big buck, but it was a buck.
He was about a 5-pointer.
5-point. He was young still.
To those that know.
But he came down the trail right behind us, and Mosley saw him, and he was like, hey. And I was like, what? And I looked, and I was like, holy shit. And he like looked at us for a second, and then he turned around and took off. I mean, we saw somebody on the trail earlier, but we haven't seen anybody since him. It's pretty much just us on this side of the mountain. Oh, thanks for saving my bag. But yeah, it's actually been pretty fun, and I just farted, so now you know
there's shit your pants.
Now there's just contamination, toxic waste. But
I'm gonna have to come out here with a Geiger counter now.
We're about to end our break and head up this last bit, and hopefully be at the natural well. So hopefully we'll see you in a few minutes at the well. All right, so this one's being brought to you by Mosley because he insisted we stopped. We're at this outcropping, right? And there's a little waterfall and everything.
I have an obsession with waterfalls.
We stopped just short of, we're just not that long from the,
We're like 2 minutes. I'm okay.
I can't believe I got that on camera.
I can't believe you did either.
We're walking on bedrock where the river's actually flowing.
Yeah.
So it's really slick, so I understand why it fell. What I wanted to show though is part of where we are. Stay there because this is really wet.
Yeah.
is the stone continues out, and it's another waterfall. Let's see. I know it's kind of hard to tell, but there's a brick line there, the stone line, and then there's actually one right here where it drops off for the first waterfall, and that's the second.
You hear that?
And we got dogs coming, so
Yeah.
But yeah, we wanted to show that. We'll see you in a minute. Excuse me. That was a Facebook message. Hold on, I'm trying to get it cleared. We made it to the natural well. Stay there. I don't know how much of this I'm gonna actually be able to show you, but it is not a bottomless pit. They've got like little axe. Oh, if I was rock climbing, I would climb it down in there. They've got little. It fucking drops, dude. I don't know if you'll be able to hear this, but this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna toss it up above the pit. Let me get my hand out of the front shot. At the time in which it hits, if I'm gonna say there, but because I don't know if it'll be able to pick it up. But here we go. There. That was the bottom. That was a good few second fall. Holy shit. They've got this fencing around it, and
it is shoddy.
It's not shoddy, but I mean, for what they're working with, this fence. But we walked around. They've got some like logs laid out over here
for the truly heroic.
And it literally, the logs like stretch over the pit. We were almost scared to cross it. Oh, I've got to go. I've got a phone call coming in. 1 second.
Dumbass.
Oh my god.
Dumbass.
Okay, so I did what I shouldn't have. I kind of climbed over the protective wall, and I hung off of right there, that cliff. I don't know if you can see it. Hold on. That cliff right there. I hung off of it, and I looked straight down into the pit. And the water at the bottom is so clear, so clean. It's reflective. So you don't see like a black bottomless nothing. You see it like close in on itself, like it just comes to a V. And the water's so clear it's mirrored, so you see the sky. So it looks like literally if you fell, you would just drop out the bottom side, the other side of the earth.
Or if you fell, you would fucking die.
It is so beautiful.
Now what we learned.
Like he's scared of heights. I'm not so much.
Definitely.
I'm not so much. I've developed this like, I can do anything. And
he has that compulsion to jump.
Oh my god, though. I wish it had been recorded, but he was freaking out. I was doing something stupid. I couldn't climb and record at the same time. But oh my god. I know. Just what was the look on my face when I saw it? It was
a very shocking face. You were like,
it was so.
Except you had one hand on the.
It was so amazing, and it was so beautiful, and
you fangirled for a second.
I did. Basically, I fangirled over nature. I want to do that again. I have to be able to do that again. Do things like that. That is amazing, and it's not even so much for me. It wasn't even adrenaline. It was. There's something about like.
Being a dumbass.
The nature of it, and just the fact that it's so, you have an idea like he has that, you fall, you die. Of course you fall, you die. I'm not arguing that fact. Don't ever risk it. But it was just so beautiful just to look and see that this wasn't something.
It's not so much you fall, you die. It's risk reward, and I don't see that as being as rewarding as perpetually falling into a goddamn mirror.
It's something though that it's beautiful. It's amazing. It wasn't man-made. It just happened this way. There was nobody that looked and went, hey, plant some TNT. Let's blow a hole. There's some water down there. It's so natural.
You still in the 1940s using TNT?
It's so natural and it's so beautiful that, oh my God. I wish I could share it. I wish I could share what I saw, just the sight of it, and oh my God. Oh, okay. He wants to head back now. I've scared him enough for the day.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so we're headed back. We're decided to just go back the same way we came down. Yeah, I mean,
Dumbass.
he's so mad at me, it's not even funny. I fully was aware of what I was doing and like the dangers of it.
I honestly don't think you were.
I mean, I knew the fence could give. The fence was rusty. I realized it could have collapsed at any point.
And then you have that natural human instinct that says don't jump. This nigga don't obviously have that.
But I mean, I can't describe it. I mean, I really can't. To me, looking down into that pit like I did, I mean, it was beautiful. It was gorgeous. It was an amazing work of nature before. But when I looked down into that pit, there was just so much more to it that...
I think they call that your life flashing before your eyes, sir. I think that's what that is.
I don't know what it was. I feel amazing after seeing that. I feel like I need to see more. There's more in life like that I can do. I was talking to him. I was like, you know, I need to take rock climbing, rappelling lessons. That was just, oh my God, guys. Nobody believes me. As soon
he
as
says that, and then I'm gonna end up the one buying all this shit for him, and then I'm gonna be sitting there at the bottom like, no sir.
I text my friend and I was like telling her about it because she usually goes hiking with me when I go hike. And I texted her, I was like, hey, I did something stupid. And she's like, what'd you do? And I was like, use a fence to hang over a bottomless pit.
Okay, to be fair, you didn't really use the fence. You climbed over the fence.
No, when I was leaning though, I was holding the fence with one hand and like leaning as far as the fence would stretch.
See, that's the point. That I would more like call that breaking the rules, sir.
I was still on the wrong side of the fence. But yeah, so we're headed back to the Mustang now. Mosley's thoroughly mad at me.
Oh, I am equally perturbed, sir.
He is equally perturbed. But yeah. So, God, you have to. Oh my God, I wish I could have gotten video.
It is beautiful though. It is.
I wish I could have gotten video or something, a picture or something of what I saw in the bottom of that pit.
See, this is the only acceptable time for a selfie stick, guys.
Yes.
That was the only acceptable time for a selfie stick.
He's right. I mean, it really was. But all right, let me shut this off now so I don't like break my neck climbing back up the mountain. So.
Treacherous beast.